The minute that you go below zero on your PayPal account, you're technically in debt with them, and any other PayPal purchases you make will send you further into debt. If anyone pays into your account, you won't see any of it because it'll be chipping away at the debt that you've already accrued. One way that you could have got into debt is if you've sold something using PayPal and the person who received the goods isn't happy and raises a claim. PayPal will hold the money until the dispute's settled. Another common way is if you've linked it to a service that you use and pay for regularly. If there's no money in the account that you've connected it to, then it'll just continue to take funds that aren't there. If you've logged on to your account and found out that you're in debt, then don't panic, there are ways to get around it. You need to check when your account first went below zero. PayPal don't start passing your debt across to debt collectors until 90 days. If you can, just start trying to pay it back. And if it's not that simple and you don't have the money to start chipping away, then contact PayPal and see if you can come to some sort of an arrangement with them. If it's gone beyond the 90 days and the debt's been passed over to the debt collectors, you may have received some correspondence. It could be a letter or an email. Now, it's best not to ignore them so that it doesn't escalate. If you show them that you're willing to start paying your debt off, they should normally leave you alone. If they do pay you a visit at home, you don't have to answer the door to them. Tell them your preferred method of communication and they should go away. With regards to your PayPal account, they can lock it if nothing has been resolved in 120 days. The debt collectors can't make you pay more than you can afford because they're regulated by the FCA. If you're looking at your financial situation and you feel a bit overwhelmed and you don't know how to start paying it back, then don't panic. There are debt solutions that might be suitable for you. There are pros and cons, so I'll run you through them now and you can see if any of them might work for you. So first up, we've got debt management plans. Now, they're an informal agreement that you make with your creditors to pay back your debts at a lower and more affordable rate. Normally, that means paying less each month, but over a longer time frame. The catch is that you can't include all your debts in a debt management plan. So things like credit card debt, personal loans, and an overdraft, they can all go in, but things like court fines and mortgage arrears sadly can't be part of it. Next is debt relief orders, and what they do is freeze your debt payments for a full year, and then if your situation hasn't changed after 12 months, then the debt's written off. You make no payments towards a debt in 12 months, and interest isn't added. Pretty good, right? Sadly, debt relief orders have strict eligibility criteria. So, for example, you can't own anything of significant value like a house, and you can't have more than £2,000 in savings. Another option is offering a final settlement. So if you happen to have access to a large lump sum, you can offer that to the debt collectors or the creditors that they work for. It might not be for the full amount that you owe, but sometimes they'll be willing to write off the remaining debt because you'll be saving them time from chasing you down for payments each month. Unfortunately, getting your final settlement offer agreed, it might not be that simple and your creditor could simply say no. Individual voluntary arrangements are another way to deal with debt collectors, and it's a formal agreement between you and your creditors to reduce your payments to one simple payment each month. It lasts for 5 years, and at the end, any remaining debt's written off. Again, like with all these options, there are catches. IVAs are legally binding, so you need to keep up with the terms that you agree to, otherwise you could be back to square one. Bankruptcy is probably the most famous option. And as you might already know, with bankruptcy, all your assets are reviewed and some may be sold off to pay back your debt. Then after a year, any remaining debt's written off. But that obviously comes with some downsides, mainly that some of your belongings may be sold to pay back your debt. And your credit rating will also be affected as well. Your credit score will become very low. Paying back your debts, whether in full or using a method that I mentioned earlier, will make sure that you keep the debt collectors at bay. And one simple step that you could take today is to find out if any of those debt solutions that I mentioned could work for you. In the description of this video, I've linked to a form and it's got a few multiple choice questions like how much debt do you owe and how many people do you owe? And at the end of the form, it'll connect you to a company that I've partnered with to let you know about all the debt solutions that are available to you. So click the link in the description, check it out, let me know how you get on.